month as kids go back to school, and down south they're already back in school. They're depending on the school cafeteria or a brown bag lunch packed for convenience, but the most convenient food is not always the most nutritious. Our dear friend, Dr. Michael Roizen, is here from the Cleveland Clinic with 5 foods that flunked the nutrition test, 5 healthier alternatives that you're going to give an A+, Mike?
Right. What we want to do is ingrain in the kids an understanding of nutrition and health so they don't get an F but get a learning advantage and they make the right decision on their own.
So it's not just about now, it's also about the kids' future.
Exactly.
Setting those examples. Breakfast is, of course, we always hear how important that is.
Breakfast is very important. This gets a unmitigated F. This is, in fact, a croissant with lunch meat and melted cheese. Easy to make. They often have it in prepackaged. Many of the kitchens now in schools don't have real kitchens. All they are is rethermalizing ovens. Comes in a little plastic wrapper, rethermalized. Instead of that, that's a lot of fat. 900 calories, 65 grams of saturated fat.
Just in that. Wow.
Good enough to kill just about anyone. That one, in fact, is what you do is take a whole grain English muffin.
Right.
You toast it. You take an egg, put it in a ramekin or a little Pyrex cup in the microwave. You put the egg on it, put the other part of the muffin on it. It's great. It's about 1/3 the calories and 1/4 the fat.
And just as filling.
Just as filling in under 3 minutes to make.
But we know we love our carbs, especially in the morning.
This is, believe it or not, this is allowed in the school lunch program. It's a donut, but it's fortified because these little sprinkles on top, they have vitamin A in them. So that allows it to be in the lunch program. No, get rid of that, obviously. And much more nutritious. Take a whole wheat bagel, put a lot of natural, either peanut butter or a walnut butter on it. Much better. Get the iron from it, get fiber, and healthy fat and healthy protein. As an extra, if you will, credit, you get a glass of low-fat milk, because many of the kids miss the milk when they stop having cereals, so that's a little extra credit.
A little extra credit there. Okay, now, I know sandwiches, we think we're doing a good job.
Right, but this is luncheon meat. The luncheon meat has a lot of bad chemicals in it.
Processed meats.
Right, processed meats. Those, in fact, are associated with heart disease and cancer later on. You want to get rid of them totally, and the white bread's no good, so go with 100% whole grain bread. And that's real, if you will, chicken or turkey. Extra credit on that is the tomato and the lettuce.
I love how you give extra credit.
It's really easy to do, and it gets much more nutrition in it.
Now, I don't know what school does not have
chicken nuggets, but they have a lot of saturated fat and salt in them. So what you want to do is look on the package for one that's made with 100% whole grain, or 100% whole grain bread crumbs, if you will, and, if you will, not saturated fat. This is a recipe we've put on the website. It's actually called Mike's Chicken Fingers, if you will. And what it is you take chicken breast, slice it up, and use a non-stick frying pan, if you will, and put it in there. Very low in saturated fat, low in salt, and it comes with a dipping sauce that's also healthy.
Do you give us the sauce, too?
The sauce is on the website.
All right.
Yeah, and that's the right size for kids to take. So that's
3. You see that?
That's
all they
perfect.
Need. Right.
And it's great. This is far from fresh, so that's why this gets an F. If you will, it is fruit with gelatin, but much better is fresh fruit, and you can freeze these, put them with a cold pack. And some skewers. Kids like to have playing with things, so put it in a little cup. And we've got some for the audience, too.
Come here. Come here. Will you go? Will you be my little helper? You want to pass these out, please? Thank you. Thank you for the audience. Pass them out. Don't take them all for yourself.
Want to get another helper?
Oh, you have another? Anybody? Anybody? But this is another way.
Right. This makes it great. This is mango that's been frozen and grapes that have been frozen. You put them in your mouth.
Oh, is this mango?
Yeah. It's great, isn't it?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, and just freeze it a little bit, and it gives it an extra creaminess. So it's better than ice cream, and much better than ice cream from a calorie. So what you want to do is give them a learning advantage,
especially as it's melting. It's so good. Mike, thank you.
privilege.
I know how passionate you are about this. If you want to go help,
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah.
Might as well.
That's right. You can go to abcnews.com/GMA for Dr. Roizen's list of the 10 more foods that get a failing grade, and the healthy alternatives. We'll also post the creative school lunch solutions for nutrition experts. You know, if you eat a little frozen mango, you'd sound like this too. All of this is at GMA.com.